Good evening, everyone. The National Weather Service has placed most of our counties north of Interstate 70 under a winter weather advisory that's going to take effect at 6 o'clock tonight and continue for 24 hours, set to expire at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. And again, it's only in effect for areas north of Interstate 70 because that's where we're expecting the heaviest of the snow with this system. Further to the south, we're expecting lighter amounts. So we'll take a current look at satellite and radar. You can see we're already starting to see this system form off to our northwest, but right now temperatures are still above the freezing mark, so that means it's already starting to fall as rain across our western county. So Christian County up into Macon County, starting to see that rain, but right through Piatt County, that's where radar is indicating we're seeing that rain transition over to snow as temperatures are right around the freezing mark. So we have some snow showers through northern Piatt County up through the Rantoul area, and then working its way over into northern Vermilion County. As we zoom out, you can see there's a lot more precipitation headed our way. It's all forming across the northwestern section of the state. It's going to be sliding off to the southeast as we go into the evening hours tonight, especially into the overnight. I think that's when we're really going to see this snow spread across the area. So looking at temperatures, you can see that colder air is still across the central part of the state. 33 in Bloomington, but we still have a lot of warm air, especially down to the southeast. It's still 44 in Evansville. So this colder air has got to work its way across the state before we see that rain change over to snow, but we are down to 33 already in Champaign. It's 36 in Charleston. Paris is holding on to 38, along with Effingham and Robinson, and Terre Haute still sitting close to 40 at 39 degrees. Now, you've probably noticed the north wind today, and unfortunately, that's going to continue as we go throughout this system. So it's going to be a blustery snow as it falls as well. Winds out of the north at 23 miles an hour currently in Champaign, 22 in Decatur, 14 here in Charleston, and that wind out of the north will continue as we go into the overnight hours. So we'll pick up Futurecast, and it shows you that rain will be in the southeast. I think overall precipitation will be more scattered in nature this evening, and then that activity becomes more widespread once we get past midnight. So here we are going into the morning hours tomorrow. That becomes more widespread in coverage across the viewing area, and that lingers into the morning commute tomorrow. So you're headed off to work or school, be prepared for those snow showers. They're going to be with us throughout much of Wednesday. Here we go into the noon hour. We're starting to see this activity come to an end, but it'll start to slowly taper off from the west to the east. So we'll advance this over to 3 o'clock, and you can see that we're starting to see that precipitation wind down, especially to the west of Interstate 57, but that snow is going to be lingering a little bit longer to the east. That's why that advisory is going to continue until 6 o'clock. Once we get into the evening hours tomorrow, I think most of us will come to an end with this snowfall. So you look at the snow potential for this system, I think the higher amounts are going to be off to the north, but even that, not too significant of an event for us across central Illinois. 2 to 4 inches for places from Decatur up through Champaign and Danville. And just to the south, right across the central portion of the viewing area, I'm expecting 1 to 3 inches of snow from Taylorville through Shelbyville, Charleston, over into Paris and Terre Haute. And then south of Interstate 70, not under that winter weather advisory. That's because we're only expecting up to an inch of snow in those areas. So our hometown highlight tonight is Effingham County. We're expecting a little bit lighter in the amount of snow, but it is still going to be snowing throughout much of the day tomorrow. Winds gusting upwards of 30 miles an hour. So like I mentioned, still going to be blustery. We'll see those highs topping out right around the freezing mark all across Effingham County, 33 in Beecher City, Watson, and in Dietrich. So we'll pick Futurecast back up going into Wednesday night. We do have some light at the end of the tunnel, more in the way of clear skies as we get into Thursday. That'll help melt any of that snow that is on the ground across portions of the area. And then as we get into Friday, we see that sunshine continuing, but there will be a little more in the way of cloud cover. So for tonight, down to 31 degrees. Again, the rain changing over to snow. Then for tomorrow, we'll see our daytime high actually around midnight, and then temperatures steadily falling as we get into the rest of the afternoon before coming stable through the afternoon hours. And then as we look at the 7-day forecast, we do have light at the end of the tunnel. Temperatures warm up going into the weekend, and then rain comes back with highs near 50 on the Monday.